My girlfriend is still talking to a previous crush who she no longer likes like that and is just a friend now. This is the thing that I would say it's killing my very recent relationship. I myself can feel my mind and heart already putting up an emotional wall with this girl because for me, those platonic man-woman relationship don't exist, especially if I already know there was an crush at some point in time. Note, I asked her about this guy and this situation because I heard this from outside intel, gossip. Then I decided to ask her to clear things up. She speaks to this guy who we'll call Josh, that she had feelings for but supposedly didn't want to do anything romantic with. Huh? I mean, if Josh actually gave her the time of day and pursued that himself, she'll surely would have done romantic stuff. She has uni classes with him and she even showed me herself her chat with him. Note, I didn't ask for it, she did so all on her own accord. And shit, yeah, it's a friend conversation I suppose, but there's obviously chemistry there and I'm permitted to feel jealous and cautious about it. Oh, and Josh has a GF as well who is jealous about my GF too apparently. She also used to have a necklace that broke like a week ago, but I came to know because of the gossip that that necklace was a gift from him in her birthday. Confirmed, guys. I mean, am I crazy for feeling alarms all around when I know that the guy she used to like gave her a necklace that she used daily? She says he's just a friend that she loves and appreciates very much but there are no feelings, but for me I know that is just not the case. Even if she says she loves me, and doesn't like Josh anymore, I just can't shake this feeling that even though I'm her boyfriend, she is still out there speaking with dudes like that as if she were single, almost as if keeping her options open. I just find it mad disrespectful. To be honest, if it was some dude it'd be better I guess, but Josh was a former crush. So, I spoke with her about this and she explained that she doesn't like him like that anymore, that he is just a friend that she appreciates a lot nowadays and that I'm the one she loves. So I decided to trust her on this even though my heart doesn't believe. I chose to trust even though my head can't get around to it. I told her I don't believe that relationship to be friendship only and that I don't like it, but I decided to trust her on it. I also told her I don't speak with girls or have girlfriends myself, like truly female friends, so I feel like I'm getting the short end of the stick. She gets to speak to all these guys, uni friends or whatever, which I'm okay with, even her older crush, whilst she can be at peace knowing I don't speak to any girl but her. It's like if she's keeping a side piece even when she's still with me. What do? I feel like I want to tell her that I'm still feeling very bad about her relationship with Josh still, so I'll be trying myself and get female friends to speak to as at least I want to try and understand myself how that relationship is. Am I overreacting? Do you think these are red flags? I haven't been in a relationship for years so I'm very much learning again. Any feedback can be appreciated. Comment. She's in uni. She's going to be around a lot of people. I can't imagine being 27 and dating a girl in uni. The necklace is a red flag. But, it might not be that bad. Having an old crush as a friend isn't the end of the world. People get over crushes. My wife sounds a lot like her. We were in uni together, but she had a huge social circle and I did not. There were guys she at one point liked. And then she went on to tell me exactly what was wrong with each of them, which helped a lot. You can't expect her to stop being friends with people for you. That's a horrible start to a relationship. You have to trust her until she gives you a reason not to. Talk to her about boundaries you would prefer. Maybe she only hangs with him in a group setting. That seems reasonable. Or double date with him and his GF. Say you would feel comfortable if he became your friend too. You're not overreacting. She shouldn't be talking to these other guys when she is in a relationship. So she says she doesn't feel that way about him anymore. Is that because he has a girlfriend, and would those feelings change if he suddenly didn't have a girlfriend? It sounds like you might be in that safety zones where she doesn't want to be single so she tells you what you want to hear. I don't think you are overreacting, but I agree with the M/F platonic friend thing. Here's the issue. You are dating a 20-year-old and as such you are now dealing with a bunch of high school BS. Move on to someone a little closer to your age/ideals. It sounds like you feel like if he's not dating and asks her out that she will dump you. I believe this is a valid concern. You can put that boundary up and either she agrees or she doesn't. If she does not, then you need to decide if she is worth staying due to this. Most people talk about boundaries on both sides before they become serious. Do this talk, each decides if they can handle them. This might be good to do for your next relationship. Next story 2. How do I deal with my dad who wants to disown me for moving in with my fiancé? Hello, I got recently engaged 2 months ago and we just bought a new house which our closing date was over the past weekend. We won't be living at the new house together for another 2 weeks because he's house sitting his parents while they're away and I still have to sell my house. My parents are super traditional and wanted us to be married before we lived together, but my fiancé and I both had our own houses and live alone, and it just made sense to move in together, and we found a great deal on a brand new home. My dad was actually the one who found the home and encouraged us to buy it before we were even engaged. My fiancé and I sat with my parents before buying the house and before getting engaged and told them that we'll be moving in together. My dad said he doesn't like the idea, but there's nothing he could do about it and would probably do the same if he was our age. He just asked us to be engaged first, which we were planning on doing anyway. All of a sudden, my dad is now saying that if we don't legally get married in court then he'll disown me. My fiancé and I are a little hesitant to do it because we'll be legally married, but it won't feel like we're married until our actual wedding day, and we're still getting used to us being engaged. My parents, specifically my dad, just want to be able to tell people that we're legally married, and that's why we're living together, because they think they'll be looked down upon if we move in together before marriage. My fiancé said he'd be okay with doing it just to make my dad happy, but would rather not deep down. I did tell my parents that we are open to doing it, but we need a couple months until we're all settled in, then we can focus on that and have a small celebration afterwards. My mom is okay with the idea, but my dad is determined that we get legally married before spending a night together at our new house. My dad even asked me to move in with them until we're married, and I said absolutely not. I've been on my own for years and I will not move in with them when I have a brand new home. I just got engaged and just bought a new home and I should be happy, but I'm completely miserable because of my parents, especially my dad. Him manipulating me like this as an adult has made me really want to distance myself from him, because clearly losing a daughter is not more important than his culture and religion. Yesterday, my dad told my mom that he'll disown me even if I do get legally married, which makes no sense and has made me completely lose all respect for him. It also makes it worse because my dad and fiancé really liked each other, and my dad said he even saw him as a son, and now there is forever going to be tension between them because my fiancé has lost respect for him as well. I've been so stressed out the past few weeks and have been getting physically sick from work and personal life stress, and all my dad cares about is us getting married and completely dismissing my feelings and my fiancé's feelings, and I think that he is being very toxic and selfish. Comment. Okay, well, if he decides his values and the opinions of others is more important than a relationship with you, I guess that's how it has to be. You're starting your own life, creating your own family. The only one missing out will be him. Ma'am, you are a grown woman who's engaged and just bought a house. What do you want to do? Sounds like all your parents care about is social image, wanting to tell people you're legally married and that's why you're living together. Why is it anyone's business? If he's so ashamed of how you are living your life, that is his choice. You are not responsible for managing your parents' feelings. If he wants to disown you, then so be it. You are not making him do anything. I'm also willing to bet this is not the first time your parents have guilt-tripped/issued an ultimatum. If you give in now, what's next? Is he going to demand the naming rights to your firstborn? Maybe he just wants you to be safe, so that your fiancé doesn't end up breaking his part of the deal. People that move in together find things wrong about each other, and it can lead to disputes and problems. Sometimes this will lead to breakup or even stalling when it comes to marriage. Well, I would normally tell you to tell your dad to F off, but it is easy to quickly get married at the courthouse and have the real wedding later. You are married when you think you are married, so the real wedding is your wedding. Does he not realize that you've probably already been intimate? Dad will get over it. Just do what you need to do and have a quick courthouse wedding as soon as you can manage. Buying real estate with someone is way more of a commitment than marriage anyway.